Hey Cancer, this is Alex Angel, and I am here to bring you your Angel and Tarot card reading. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Although the video is being recorded in April 2020, this reading can resonate at any moment in time. I am using the top cards, which are my Arcanum card. This represents you and your energy. The bottom row is Gilded Tarot, and it could represent person, place, or thing that you are involved with or about to get involved with. And then also, it could also represent, angelic and universal guidance. Okay? In looking at your cards, Cancer, you guys are getting back into the business of being freaking spectacular. I mean, if you look at these four cards here, they just royalty after royalty after royalty, mixing up brews, hoping and wishing. And, you guys are, it feels like you have reinvented yourselves, right? The devil, along with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, of course, is a new money, resources, materialism, energy, time. It could be, something, it feels like a new venture. Angels are saying to me, no, new start. Okay. So it kind of feels like you guys are at the very beginning of a new start. I know in past readings, you guys had to kind of clear away, people who were either being distractions or trying to distract you or taking advantage of you. Job well done, Cancer, because not only have you done it, you've done it successfully, okay? So much to the point where you're now on this brand new journey to get your coins, right? Also representing time and energy as well, which are things of value, right? You're at the very, very, very beginning stages of, whatever this new venture is. Now, if it was the Page of Cups, I would say, yeah, it was a new relationship. But because it's the Page of Pentacles, to me, it's just like, sky's the limit. The Death card, of course, is the Scorpio card. Don't know if a Scorpio was part of your transformation, assisted with your transformation, or maybe you just even embodied that transformative energy like Scorpios, which is basically like a one and done type of attitude, where it's like, you know what, you might have cut people off abruptly, without explanation, and you are now back in the business of making things happen for yourself. Okay, of course, the Magician represents manifestation. Of course, if you look closely, he's got every last element of the tarot in front of him, and above him is that infinity symbol, which is basically saying to you, Cancer, sky's the limit. Okay, whatever you decide to do is on you. If you want to get into another relationship, you could do it, and we'll do it successfully. Excuse me. If you want to open up your own business, you will do it and do it successfully. If you want to, start a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization, you will do it and do it successfully. Okay. You guys are at the beginning stages of manifesting, whatever this next phase is in your life, in your lives. What I'm also hearing intuitively is like, well, geez, Alex, how do I do that? Especially with what's going on. It's almost like everybody's just stuck and, kind of like in one place. How do you really know where to go and what to do? Right? And I love the question. It's a phenomenal question. And it's an easy answer. Right now, with what's going on in the entire world, the biggest commodity that we can offer anybody is help and assistance. Okay? So, with that information, Cancer, whether you thought about it before this reading or even just now as I mentioned it, you could be embarking on some sort of mission to help out, people in the world. And it could be a labor of love. The Queen of Cups, she's in it for the long haul, right? Not only that, but she, kind of creates things like the laws and regulations, and, she's real thorough, right? She's going to get her stuff done. I kind of feel like for you, especially being a water sign, being an emotional sign, you're thinking about people's hearts. How can I help people, who are brokenhearted feel better? How can I help people who are down on their luck feel better? I feel like for you, Cancer, your biggest commodity to offer to the world, whether in, along with this pandemic or just, going forward, is your heart. It's an open heart. It is a healthy heart. And by the way, nobody has a heart like Cancer. Cancer has a very resilient heart. You guys will think about giving even when you're down on your luck. You will think about giving even when you're brokenhearted and hurt yourself. Okay? The next card up is the Star card. Okay? The Star card usually represents Aquarius. So an Aquarius could be assisting you in this new venture, right? The Star card has everything to do with hopes, dreams, faith, purpose, renewal, and spirituality. Okay? So again, I feel like, especially these two cards here, it's almost like you are going in within the deepest part of who you are, right? And that is exactly, number one, the part of the people that you'll help. So the part of you the part of your heart that you get this idea from, once you start helping people, it will hit people in that same part of the heart, which is freaking amazing. Okay? Which is freaking amazing. I'm not even going to put these cards down because of the card at the bottom of the deck, which is the next card, which is the Empress, right? She is Mother Earth, honey. She is the giver of life. Okay? So you're here. You have heart, you have magic, you have hope, you have faith, and you have the Queen of Queens, the doer, the nurturer. Okay? So I feel like for you, Cancer, specifically, angels are saying humanity, right? Again, if this was another card, I'd be like, it was something else. But this to me, again, seems like it is something business worthy, quote unquote, something that is meant to help a broader audience. Okay. So again, the top card represents your energy, kind of like what you are embodying, right? Remember, energy is fluid. So if for some reason this is not you, it could be somebody who you are close to or in relation to who has these ideas and want to help in this way. But I can't even front, y'all. I kind of feel like it's absolutely you. Because that's who you are. If people are taking advantage of you, if people are taking your kindness for weakness, it'll take you a while to kind of kick those people out in your life. But again, once you kick them out, they are OUT, honey. Okay? But at the end of the day, that's still not going to stop you from wanting to help and wanting to heal. Okay? Which I absolutely love and admire about you, Cancer. Okay? 5 of Cups. Those are those people who are down and out. Right? The 5 of Cups, of course, has to do with emotional change. Right? It has to do with courage. Right? Instability, conflict. Right? So this again to me is forgive my terminology here, but the downtrodden, right? These are people who are down on their luck, right? This is your target audience, right? Now, at the end of the day, if this does apply to a love reading as well, right? This could be you trying to get up your resources, trying to rebuild yourself, trying to, kind of get back on your A game, trying to get your heart healed. And this could be, again, the person that you're dealing with and the person who kind of, quote unquote, needs you the most, the person who you will give your energy to. And it's weird because I was talking earlier about, if this was a Page of Cups, then I would think it was emotional, right? The top could be, again, you wanting to help and gathering resources. And then the bottom is the distribution of love and how you may hand out these resources, but, also at the same time you're handing them out, you're also adding little pieces and droplets of your heart and love, right? This is going to be a labor of love. This is going to be something that's very, very, very near and dear to your heart. Okay, with the Page of Cups and then also the Moon card, right? I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful because the moon does represent like fear and illusion and, kind of um, false things. I just kind of want you to be careful here that, again, you're not giving to a lost cause. Okay. And I just kind of peeked down when I said that and saw, Mr. Beelzebub himself sitting here. Be very careful that, again, you are not falling into the same trap that you just came out of, which is basically giving away and burning out your resource. And if your greatest resource is your heart, Cancer, then please, I beg of you, be very careful of who you're giving it to. Yes, you will have people out there who will take advantage of your assistance that you're trying to give and take advantage of your love. But that's where I think is it the star? I think it's the star card that kind of comes in and says, kind of weigh and balance and be careful. Learn about, say, for instance, what exactly you're dealing with. It's one thing, say, for instance, to be a giver, but at the end of the day, you don't want to, kind of give to a bottomless pit, somebody who's always going to take from you. Okay? And there it is also, too, with the Seven of Cups, confusion and, having too many resources and not necessarily knowing where to apply those resources. This also has to do with choice and decisions as well, right? So I kind of feel like it's, oh my God, I have so much to do. I've received all of these resources. There are just too many people to give. How do I know, which cause to work with first? What I'm getting intuitively is to work with the one that makes your heart glow. Work with the one that makes your heart beat strong and pump. Could be kids, could be dogs, right? The Ace of Wands, of course, is at the bottom of the deck here. And I feel like this is, number one, God, angels, universe giving you the go-ahead to go ahead and kick this project off. But also at the same time, saying to you that this is going to live for a long time. So whatever it is that you get into, as I've mentioned earlier, you will be very successful at it. What I'm also getting to, what I was also just told is, yes, you may have a rough start. You may have a bumpy start. You actually may have people who, don't have the best intentions. The people who are still trying to take advantage of you. Not people who you were previously dealing with, but new people who you're trying to help. Okay? But the beautiful thing about that old situation, say for instance, where you did have people who were taking advantage of you, now you know how to identify them. Now you know what they look like. That's what negative experiences are all about. Teaching us the lesson of how to get out of that situation, but then also not to get back into that situation again. Okay? What I'm also getting to, Cancer, is that this could be you kind of, quote unquote, down on your luck and you needing somebody to come along to assist you, right? You kind of being a little angry and irritable about the fact that you've been helping everybody, you've been doing this, that, or the other, and you don't have those resources to come and help you. Get out of that mindset, right? Because it's going to block your karma, and you do have wonderful, beautiful things coming in. Okay? So that's for some of you who the new venture may not apply to. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is pull 3 Wisdom of the Angel Oracle cards, and these are the cards that I'm using. I will add them to the description box below. All right, let's see what we have. Thinker. Beautiful, wonderful. Beautiful, wonderful. Right? Careful about being in your head. Spend a little time there, right? To devise whatever this new plan is. But, kind of be careful about separating yourself. It's weird now that we are all kind of like either in quarantine or lockdown in some places in the world. Be careful of this though, especially with the moon card here. Be very careful about getting into your head and then getting and taking on this woe is me, you know, nobody loves me, you know, I can't find anybody, you know, now with everything that's going on in the world, I'm by myself, nobody's here to support me. Be very careful about getting in your head in a negative way. Now, from a positive aspect, yes, definitely get in there and figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to help and change the world. You know, Cancers are trailblazers. So go on and blaze your trail so the rest of us can use it at a later date. Okay, next card up. Come to the edge. Right? Look at that. Look at that rock or whatever it is. This to me is almost like the equivalent of the fool card. Angels just said you have to allow that bliss to return. Right? Cancers, y'all are, you know, melancholy sometimes and moody sometimes. But for the most part, y'all are pretty much happy-go-lucky people. We need you guys to get back into that happy-go-luckiness. Okay? And that's Jeff in the background saying hello to you all. But we need you to return back to this childlike wonder, right? To the point where you're not paying attention to your limitations, because if you look at this card, there ain't nothing but under her but a big old fat limitation. But she is just so happy and joyful that she's not even paying attention to it, right? And you see all the red, the love that she's blowing off. You know, especially that paired with the thinker card. Cancer. Angels are saying your mind has been blowing up lately. So I don't know if you guys are overthinking, overanalyzing, but we need you to kind of get out of that space and get back into a happy, joyful, blissful space. Now you may say to me, Alex, well, how the hell? What the hell? How the hell do I do that? It's who you are. It's who you freaking are. Okay? Look up at the sky at night. Go find your mother moon. Okay? It's who you are. And we need you guys to get back to that immediately, especially right now. The world so desperately needs you. Okay? And I love this. Chop wood. Okay? If you don't know what to do, if you are waiting, if you're waiting for something to mature, you're waiting for the universe, you're waiting for this quarantine to pass, you don't know what to do, go find something else to do so you ain't sitting there overthinking, worrying and wondering, oh my God, when is this going to end? Oh my God, I need to get back to work. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Listen, don't burn yourself out. Go find something else productive to do that perhaps may get you back into this wondrous, joyful, la attitude, right? In that state of mind, that actually may help you. And believe it or not, you may actually find a hobby that still helps the world. You know, like making these videos, to me, I have to say in my mind that it's a hobby. Because if I make it anywhere near like work or a chore, I will stop making these videos. I love making these videos. So to me, it's a hobby. So maybe, you know, again, what's going on up here is you finding something and creating something and building something, right, that helps the greater humanity. Now, you may say to yourself, well, you just making readings and this, that, or the other. If I help one person, I'm good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay? What I'm also getting to for you, Cancer, is that, you guys are workhorses, okay? Maybe now's a good time, since we all have time to think and wonder, right? Be careful about the wrong thoughts. But now maybe a time for you to think about, you know, that life purpose, right? See how that goes. All right, Cancer, I hope that helps. This was a really, really good reading. Very different from the readings you had recently. Again, it was intended for love and relationships, but I think, you know, especially for those of you who are just coming out of, or who just had to kind of cut somebody off or cut some people off and let them go, I think this is kind of like, you know, something new and fresh to take your mind off of that stuff and move it more into something more productive, something more enthusiastic and inspirational that's actually not just going to help you, but help other people as well. All right, guys, I love you so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next video. Take care.